Well, hello there guys, it is me again, UnstableVoltage, and welcome back to Sleeping Dogs. As you've probably guessed, good news, it appears I have fixed my microphone. I don't want to speak too soon and jinx it, but I think I was able to get it working. It was a bit of an intermittent fault to begin with, so I'm hoping that it is now going to work constantly. But this is the test. Hopefully a bit of good old British ingenuity has got me up and running, and I don't have to be without my mic for 3 weeks while I send it off to be looked at by the manufacturer. Anyway, before I carry on with the story, because that is what we've been doing, I have been asked by one of my viewers to demonstrate the cockfights as one of the mini-games that I have yet to show. Now, one of the main reasons for that is it's not really that interesting of a mini-game to begin with. But there is one over here, which I'm going to try and make my way to, and hopefully I can just show you guys what it is. If anything, it's a bit of a pointless method to gamble your in-game money away and try and make a bit of a profit on it. Not even really that exciting of a game, but I want to go for completion, so I'm going to show you guys basically what it is like. Now, while I was thinking about that, I remembered another mini-game, and I'm having one of those issues now where I can't remember if the mini-game was in this game or another game. But I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Far Cry 3, where you've got the little poker games that you can have, where you can play poker and try and gamble on your money. I'm quite sure there's a version of it in here that is played with mahjong tiles. I'm sure it might well be an actual proper Chinese game. But it plays very much like poker, just with mahjong tiles where you have to try and get 2 of a kind or 3 of a kind or full house, whatever. But I can't remember if it's in this game or not. I've got a feeling if it is, it's in that offshore rig off to the north. We might have a look at that a little bit later. So, like I've said before, I did want to try and avoid getting sidetracked, but I don't want to miss bits out that you guys haven't seen, and we haven't done those already, so let's get on with it, trying not to die on the way there. Apparently I've taken the wrong turning as well. So, again, you guys know that I don't usually go too far off the topic. I do occasionally on bits and pieces, but I have to say that the weather here in the UK is still absolutely scorching. And despite the fact we've had a thunderstorm for about 14 hours today, it is still very, very, very hot and very sticky. Some police around somewhere. I should be really careful what I am doing. I've taken what is possibly the worst route in history to try and get down to the docks, but I think we've got there anyway. Now we've just got to try and actually find where this cockfight is. Now, once I get there and show you guys this cockfight, you're going to think, oh, that was a complete waste of time, and you would be right. But still, at least I've showed it to you, and I cannot be blamed for not doing that. Right, okay, I'm just going to get out of the car and walk, because obviously this is going to be a bit of a nightmare trying to get over there. And, oh, there's a lockbox up there. Now, remember what I said about me not getting distracted by shiny things, such as lockboxes and so forth? Yeah, you never know how long I'm going to stick to that, do you? If I can get up there to it quickly. I don't think I've ever seen that lockbox before, if I'm perfectly honest. I doubt I'm going to be able to get up there with any significant amount of ease, though, sadly. Let's have a quick look around here. It's probably going to involve some really tricky climbing around on this crane or something. It's certainly looking that way, isn't it? Was it even on top of that? Yeah, it's up there. It's definitely got to be something to do with this crane. There's got to be a way up. One would assume. Oh, come on, you can get up there, surely. Oh well, stuff it. If you can't get up easily, I'm not that bothered about it. It's probably nothing exciting in there anyway. Need to try and get around to find that stupid cockfight though. So let's go over there. At least there's plenty of cars here that we can nick on the way back. Ah, that guy's carrying a broom. That must be one of the other things you can use as a weapon. That's quite interesting. I knew there was another item. Right, looks like the cockfights are down here. So let's go and do that. So yeah, I'm recording with my windows closed as usual because it's just... Why do these barrels just sort of spawn and fall and drop from the air? And these guys that are stuck in the crates and you can just see their arms sticking out, look. What's going on there? That is just weird. Here's the cockfights over here. But yeah, I've got all my windows closed to keep the outside noise out, and it is absolutely cooking in here. So let's get on this cockfighting.
I got best spot.
So this is pretty much it. You have 2 fighters and you get to choose between the 2, basically, which one you think is going to win. And all you get is their name, the breeder, the colour. Now this one's had 6 wins, so it's probably a good chance that that one's going to win. So I'm just going to bet on that. And then you can choose how much money you want to bet on it, and it'll tell you how much you're going to get back. So let's bet $50,000. Now hopefully this one's going to win, or I've just lost $50,000. But this is basically it. As far as the minigame goes, you actually don't do anything. You just let them get on and fight each other. And occasionally the AI of them is quite dumb and they just sort of prance around and don't do a lot. Hoping my bird wins. I do find this quite a pointless game. I know there are a lot of people that complained about it because it's depicting animal fighting, which, I mean, it is a terrible thing. I mean, you know, people that fight, whether it's cockfighting or, you know, dog fighting and stuff, it is terrible. But I'm not one of those people that goes and moans about it because it's in a computer game. It is not real. But there you go, I won, got some money back, fantastic, and that is pretty much it. That is what cockfighting is. You can do that again, put some more money on, but it is a complete waste of time. Looks like we've got some thugs over there. I was half tempted to go and take them on. While this looks like it's turning out to be a bit of a stupid kind of video anyway, is the fact that we're not really doing the story missions. I might try and squeeze one in because I know it has been a while since I've been able to put a video out with everything that's been going on over the last few weeks. All coupled up with... there's that guy's broom. Yeah. All coupled up with... my microphone then dying on me. It's just been a complete and utter pain in the nuts. But, a lockbox here. Well, while we're here, you know. It's been a few weeks since I've played. So, I definitely need the combat practice anyway. That's my excuse. Oh, I'm not as rusty as I thought I was going to be. This is definitely one of those games. If you don't play it for a little while, you do get a little bit rusty with your timing. But, always the danger I've found when recording videos for YouTube and doing... multiple Let's Plays. It's what do? Do you record one video at a time? And you don't kind of get into the zone if you're just recording one video at a time. That's what I find personally anyway. Particularly if it's a game with a story. I kind of don't get any sort of decent flow going and all the videos feel a bit disjointed. But there again, if I play for like 3 or 4 hours continuously through and record my next 4 weeks worth of content in advance, that's great, but then that means I'm essentially taking a 4-week break in between doing videos and I get a little bit rusty and I forget where I was. So, you know, I've tried to do it sort of on a once weekly thing. I play for about an hour, hour and a half, and will record sort of 3 or 4 videos in one go. So I've got that lockbox, and while I've noticed there's a boat over here, we are going to be stealing that. Because I know you guys have seen me in a boat once, and that was part of a story mission. You can actually take a lot of these boats and sail around the outside of the island. Now, there are some drugs busts. Have I managed to swim underneath it or inside it? I don't know what's happening now. Wow, what's happening? It's all dark. I think I have broken the game. Oh no, there we go. Wow, that was derpy. Okay, right. Are we going to get in? Yes, we are. Brilliant. Quite hard to see because it is at night, which is a pain. We're going to look on the minimap, and up here somewhere, we're going to go up there. Gambling den. Yeah, I'm quite sure, actually, that might be those... Can I set a waypoint there? You going to let me set a waypoint there? No, fine. Just have to try and find it manually. Oh, it has. And you can dock them and everything. So, sorry if this is a little bit dark. Oh dear, boats do steer terribly. Yeah, sorry if it's a little bit dark, but it is night time and we are on the water, so it is difficult to see. Trying to get this boat to go where I want it to go. So there is a favour over here, so at least we are going to be doing some sort of mission, some sort of quest. Probably completely pointless. And yeah, there are a few drugs busts that are out and about around the edge of the water. There's little sort of coves and what I guess are storm drains or sewer entrances, and you can get into those, and there are drugs busts in there. There are police boats as well, of course, So don't think that just by being out on the water you are safe to do whatever you want, because the police are still around. Police boat right there. So let's see if we can get over to this gambling den. But we're doing quite well as far as the story goes anyway. Like I said, I think we're only about 4 or 5 of the side missions away from completing that, which are all the police case files basically, so they're very nearly done. We can't do any more of those at the moment, at least I don't think we can. Apparently we have to go to bed is our next step in the storyline anyway. So yeah, we can't really do any more of the police quests until we advance the main story, and then the main story, I think we've probably only got about 10 missions or so left on that before we're done. So we are getting quite close to the end, and we're nearly there. So again, apologise for waffling, but I've got to do something to fill the space while we're trying to get around. Looks like it's some sort of large boat. Now we can dock. Docking's a little bit fiddly, but you can do it by getting close to something and pressing F. Can't always guarantee it's going to work. Is it actually docking for me? Or is it just bounced off the side? Hard to tell sometimes. F. Come on, dock. Is that docked? We're just going to hit that other boat. Ah, well. Oh, at least we're taking that boat out of here anyway. It's going to be a lot quicker. And we're just going to jump in the water because, you know, hell, why not? Okay, now I've got to try and find a way of getting unstuck and getting out of the water. There we go. Brilliant. So I'm going to turn up with a slightly soggy suit. But that doesn't matter too much. So there's a guy here. What does he want us to do?
What's the problem?
There's some guys running a game around the corner. Morons are going to draw the cops down here. Can you get rid of them for me?
All right.
Okay, so we've got to beat some guys up. Is it these guys?
Hey, you guys. Game's over.
No, man. I just started winning.
Yeah, fuck you. He just won. Give us a little time, will you?
You paying Sun On Yi for this game?
I'm on the fucking dock.
Don't care.
Here we go. And I've also just noticed there's a jade statue out here as well. So we'll be getting that. This is probably going to be one of those places where you have to come for a story mission anyway. So me swimming out all the way out here was probably a complete waste of time for now. But yeah, I'm going to get that jade statue. And at least that'll give us something to finish the video on. We can do this mission. I can try and show you guys that other gambling game if it is actually here and I'm not just tripping. And then I can get the jade statue, go back and do that. And then on the next video we can carry on with the story. And that should be everything that there is to see seen, I'd have thought. Well, that was a very interesting kick to thin air. Oh, at least I'm not doing too bad with my countering at the moment. Despite the fact that it is incredibly warm. I mean, what can I say? I'm British. All we ever do is moan about the weather, but still. Right, there's one down. No, you're just going to block now and be a complete arsehole, aren't you? Right, okay. Let's take you down. You actually down? Ow! So some of these moves that they do on you, you don't actually get the opportunity to counter, and I think that is because it's actually their counter. So sometimes if you try hitting them when all they're doing is blocking, then they get to do a counter on you which you can't block or counter, which is a bit of a pain in the arse, but we can deal with that. Certainly deal with that. There we go. Finally they're all down.
They won't bother you again.
Thanks, Wei. Come back anytime.
So, now, that's given us a bit more face experience as well. Now, we can't get up there, so I think it is going to be inside the gambling den. Which is probably there just to try and get us to go in. I'm just going to shove everybody out of the way. Ah, there it is. Wonderful. Brilliant. So, let us go and... Well, here we go. We can just go up to this table. So, poker mahjong. Whether that's a real game or not, I have no idea. But it works just like poker. You basically choose how much money you are going to bet. And you pretty much decide which ones you want to discard. I mean, I could go for a pair here. I've got a pair of ones. But the best thing I could probably do is try and go for a straight. Hopefully, if I can get a 5. Probably won't help. Let's see what we get. Right, well, he's got a pair. Well, I've got a straight there, so hopefully that's gonna beat what he's got. And yeah, he has 2 pairs. I have a straight. I win. Fantastic. There we go. Right, let's just try play again. That was a little bit confusing, but let's put a big bet on. Obviously, you don't bet nearly as much on this as you bet on a game of the cockfighting. Now, as you can see, he's got 3 4s and I've got 2 4s, so it's not like we're playing poker with a single deck. He's got 3 of a kind. I have got 2 pairs. So let's discard the 1. If I am lucky, I might get another 4 or a 6 and will give me a full house. I'm probably not going to be that lucky. I've got a 2, which is equally as useless. He has still got his 3 of a kind. Now, what are we going to get? He has 4 of a kind, and I have 2 pairs.
You never had a chance.
No, that wasn't very nice, was it? Okay, one final round
That's more
before I
like
get very upset with this guy and flip the table. Right, what has he got there? He has a pair and nothing else. I already have a straight right off the bat, so I'm going to stick with that. What does he have now? He has a full house. Well, a straight still beats a full house. He still has a full house. Oh, what do you mean I have high card?
Not your
1,
night.
2, oh, it was a 4, 5, and 6. Wow, I am blind. I am so blind. I actually thought I had a straight there, and I obviously wasn't looking what I was doing. Okay, one final go. See if I can get some of my money back. Not that I particularly need it. Okay, right, this time, he definitely has 3 of a kind. I have 2 pairs. Let's get rid of that 5 and hope for a 3 or a 6.
Now
Probably not
that's
going to be
a
that
hand.
lucky. It's not that great of a hand. You've still got 3 of a kind. Oh, no, I have a full house. Brilliant. There we go. So 2 of one and 3 of another is a full house. He still has 3 of a kind. That is a win for me, or at least it should be. Yep, there we go.
Lucky.
Got some of my money back. Brilliant. Well, at least I got back what I lost. So, there you go. That is the sort of mahjong poker game in here. Right, let's get out of here now, because this place is a little bit too crowded for my liking. We will go and find a boat. And there is some somewhere. Where's the boat on the side? There it is. See if we can take that speedboat. It is a lot quicker if it's still there. Yes, it is. Fantastic. So we're going to take this speedboat and we are going to go and do the whole jade statue thing. Let's get in the speedboat. Let's back out of there. And we need to try and set a waypoint because we need to find somewhere where we can dock. And let us dock up and drive if we can. Well, let's go back to the docks we were originally in because we know that there is a dock over here somewhere. So let's try and set a waypoint there. Let's use the cockfighting for that. And hopefully it's going to come up on the minimap, which it hasn't. Manual map destination. There we go. So let's head straight over there. Obviously this boat is a lot quicker than that horrible fishing trawler. So let's get over. There's the police. At least we can probably outrun them in this boat, but it's not what we are here to do. We're just going to track straight on over here. We're going to grab the first car we can find. We are going to drive over to the dojo. Listen to his little bit of sort of flavour text and try and get our next move. And then I think that only leaves us with 2 more jade statues to return after that. So here we are. Approaching a little bit fast probably. Right, now should be able to dock by hitting F. Well, kind of. Oh well, let's get out. He's just going to jump in the water. I think if you actually manage to successfully dock, he actually just climbs out onto the quay as opposed to taking a dip, but never mind. Well, that's not where I wanted you to go, but yeah, sure. Fine. I will probably come back and get that lockbox one day, but it'll probably be off camera. Now, there were a load of cars here before, and they all seem to have disappeared now. This is a bit of a bummer. Maybe because it's night time, everybody's gone home from work. Oh, no, there they are. They've just spawned in the background. Right, so, didn't want to hit that for a start. Wanted to hit M and give me... no. There we go. Return the J statue. No, get there eventually. Let us go and pick a car. Nothing particularly exciting. That guy is just one of the fights, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Let's have the slightly dodgy imitation Subaru Impreza and go and try and find my way back to the road. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Usually hate getting out of these little places. Ow. Smash. It's like having a sat-nav and not actually being on the public roads. If you're in a car park or if you're actually in like private venue grounds, then yeah, your sat-nav gets pretty lost and all it can do is tell you to go to the nearest road. But we have a very clear destination in mind. It is showing up on our map. It is 2 kilometers away, which means you're going to have to listen to me waffle for a minute or two more. But I think it is a good test that my microphone seems to be working absolutely fine, which I am chuffed about. Because the manufacturer did say that if it had to go off to them, they would look at it for me, but it would be 3 to 4 weeks, which is fair enough because I know how these things go. You know, it does take time to get things looked at, and I'm sure I'm not the only person they have to deal with. But as you can imagine, it's very inconvenient being without your microphone for 4 weeks. Maybe if I ever get to the point on YouTube where I'm, you know, actually making any sort of significant money from it, it might be worth investing in a spare, in a backup. But as I literally make a few pennies... Ah, drugs bus, that just scared the crap out of me there. Wonder what was going on. Yeah, as I literally just make a few pennies, it is not worth me buying another microphone. I do actually do voiceover and voice acting work on the side, which is the main reason I actually had a decent quality microphone to begin with. Some work can be done in the studio, but the majority of it would be done from home, and that's why I have a mic. But you know, it's not a constant thing. Jobs are as and when they come and as and when they're auditioned, as opposed to my YouTube channel where I record on pretty much a daily basis. So it's good that I have a high quality mic, and I'm sure those of you that watched my sort of apology video where I was recording with a headset, and that's not a cheap headset, that's the Logitech G930s or whatever they are, the gaming headset. It is the wireless version, but it's a very, very expensive headset. And even though the quality of it is good, you can really tell the difference between the quality of that headset and the quality of the microphone. So, a good lesson to anyone thinking about doing YouTube, having a good quality mic makes all the difference. So, we're finally here. You don't have to listen to me waffle on too much anymore. Let us go and hand this jade statue in.
I found one of your statues.
The monkey. Thank you. You don't look well, Wei. Is everything all right?
No, Sifu.
What do you plan to do about it?
It is what it is.
So if your punches are weak, that means they're destined to be weak? Or is it true that through practice and concentration, you can change?
Some problems are harder to solve than a weak punch, Sifu.
Watch my students for a minute. You may change your mind. What would you like to learn?
Well, we've only got 2 more left to get, and we get a choice here of... Right, do we already have that one? Right, we've already got arm break, haven't we? So, basically, we get the jumping power roundhouse kick, double jump kick the next time, and then we get the dim mac at the end. So, this is 4 clicks... 3 clicks, click and hold, and click again. This is going to take me forever, isn't it? You know how terrible I am with these damn things, but we will give it a go anyway. So mash the button like a madman. Click, click, click. No, can't even do that. And hold the 4th? I thought that's what I did. No, it doesn't like me. Doesn't like me. Nah, just can't get it for some reason. No. 1, 2, 3. No, too slow. 1. Ow. Okay, give me somebody fresh. Clearly, I'm struggling here. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. There we go. Finally. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, see, did the same combination that time and it didn't work. Get up. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. There we are. Got it sussed. Oh, nice. You are pissing me off, boy.
Winning isn't everything. You might want to
Of course, now I'm not going to be able to pull that off again. I'm just going to go absolutely brutal on these guys, though.
Like yeah.
Would be nice if I could pull it off. One. Oh no. 1, 2. No, just everything's going to be a sweep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aww. He died too quickly. Well, he didn't die. At least I hope he didn't. No, he's good. He's fine. So, there we are. We have most of the Jade statues now. Now, it's telling me the next thing I need to do is go and sleep, but that will probably give us a part of the story, so I'm not going to do that just now. That will be done on the next video. So, thanks again for joining me, guys. It is good to be back and recording these videos. Hopefully, we only have probably 2 or 3 weeks worth, and this series will be wrapped up. So, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.